Post-game Zoom call with head coach Emilee Thiesse after Minnesota State's 84-71 win. We'll begin with a brief statement from coach, and then we'll open it up to questions.
Yeah, last night, we talked a lot after the game about the converting piece and how our offensive production was just putting so much pressure on our defense. And you could really see tonight, the offensive production shooting 46% from the field, converting so much more on those easy opportunities, took a lot of pressure off of our defense. And then our defense was able to get more stops, with keeping Wayne State under 39% field goal shooting, which is our goal. So much more pleased to see both pieces coming together, and really for both those pieces to come together, it is a team effort, and last night we just didn't have a team that was engaged enough with what we were trying to do. We talked a lot about that this morning at film and at shoot around, and just to see our team really make a lot of those necessary adjustments with having an awareness of where each other are at on both ends of the floor and how we can play together. That's how the shots fall, and that's how we get the stops.
Pressed a lot last night and even more today. Today, the results were better. What would you say was the difference?
Yeah, no question. I think just our urgency. I think when we watched on film, I think we felt like we were playing really hard last night. But when we watched it, we were really reactive to the game. We were a step behind, which just didn't put us in good position defensively, and it really limited us offensively. We talked a lot about our transition game and trying to push the ball and push the tempo. And early on, without a doubt, I thought that got us more aggressive. We changed up our lineup, and I just think in a lot of ways too, we need more punch out of different lineups. And I think, just some little tweaks here and there can help us. We got 49 points off of our bench today. And that's, it's a big deal being able to bring players in that can give us, another great scoring option. We got to use more players tonight. That's what we want to do, but we've got to have players who all, really perform into their role for us to be able to continue to go to more players.
You mentioned 49 points off the bench. 17 of those came from Mikayla Nachazel, career high for her. She really seemed to ignite the team coming off the bench in the first half today. Has she shown this ability previously?
She has, she really has. She's got a good spark in just being that basketball player. And we're stressing that all the time. Like, don't overcomplicate the game. Like, just get down in a stance and play basketball, whatever end of the floor you're on. And, Mickey does a pretty good job with that. She can get a lot of deflections, just being kind of hands on the ball. She's really natural and kind of a little mid-range jumper. And that, plays really well when she can play off of inside post players where she can, find herself in a little space off the post and mid-range jumpers there. So yeah, we're really excited about that spark that Mickey brings for us. Again, huge credit to Maddie Olson tonight. She was a player that, we did move into a different role tonight. And, I talked a lot with her as a captain and our players as the captains, just that, like, hey, we're going to make some changes, and everybody's got to, have a little bit more of a focus on what their role has to be and what kind of a punch they need to bring to the floor. And, great for Maddie to come out tonight in a different role, and not to see that as a poor me or those kind of things, but instead to really rise up and shine in that and bring us that great spark off the bench, ready to knock down jumpers, from the perimeter. And just, I thought she just did a great job for what we needed.
Yeah, Maddie herself finished with 17 points also. In the second half, the perimeter game really started to show up. I believe 6 threes there in the second half. How much easier does that enable you to run your offense?
Well, no question. It changes a lot. I think we've talked about it again last night, but just that, our team works really hard for high percentage shots. They know we want to get good aggressive looks. They don't settle. They do a really good job at working for those high percentage shots, but eventually teams are going to collapse on that, whether it's post touches, penetration, those kind of things. Teams are going to make those adjustments, and we got to have perimeter shooters who are going to knock it down and stretch that defense back out so we can get some more of those inside touches. So, that it's a big deal for us, no question.
Next weekend, the Southwest Minnesota State Mustangs come to town. What are the Mavericks going to have to do to hopefully continue the success that we saw here tonight?
I think something we stress a lot with our team is that, it's the Mavericks. yeah, we're going to play a really good basketball team and they're going to do some really, good things against us. But, we really feel like at this point, we got to stop shooting ourselves in the foot. We got to stop beating ourselves, stopping ourselves on offense, allowing easy no brainers on the defensive end. We got to be better in what we just talked about tonight with playing as a unit, being everybody doing their part to be better and more consistent. And I think we can, really see a lot of that success translate.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Congrats on the win.
All right. Thanks so much.